What's going on, people? Welcome to another video. This is the Wolverhampton Wanderers against Manchester United preview for Week 3 of the English Premier League. Of course, I'm a Manchester United fan, so I am doing a preview show on this. It's not really gonna go that long. Hopefully, if I can stop rambling on, which I plan to do right now. Uh, so yeah, after that disappointing 1-1 draw at St Mary's Stadium, Manchester United tied the records for the most away games without defeat in the Premier League in Premier League history, and set by Arsenal, the Invincibles, back in the day. And this United team somehow tied that record. You could maybe attribute it to the fact that there's been no fans for the last 18 months, or you could attribute it to the fact that we got a lot of draws in that run. So, whatever the case, we do have that record, and you can't take it away. And we tied the record. Of course, we have a chance to break the record on Sunday, and yeah, we'll see what Ole and the boys can do. Of course, coming off of that 1-1 draw at St Mary's, off the own goal for Fred and the equalizer for Greenwood. Yeah, that starting 11 was not good enough. Simple as, and we're looking at making sure that this starting 11 is going to be ideal, and it's going to be obviously the right starting 11. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has some questions to answer for, of course, because we need to get going, of course. Now 2 points behind the leaders Chelsea, Liverpool, and West Ham, of course, and Brighton, Spurs as well. So 5 teams with a 100% record, and Manchester United 2 points behind them. 1 point ahead of Manchester City, of course, who did lose on opening day and bounced back against Norwich City. So yeah, let's get into it. Wolverhampton Wanderers, of course, have lost their first 2 games, but they have only lost their 2 games by 1 goal. So going into this game, if you think it's going to be easy as a United fan, of course, first of all, you don't even know anything about being a United fan if you think it's going to be easy since a post-Fergie era, because there's not been an easy game literally for Manchester United. Even the games we won 5-0 or anything, there's not been easy games, because that's just how we play. That's our mentality. That's the way we can't show up to games. We can't have any easy games because we don't play with the right kind of mentality to have easy games. You have to play with a certain kind of mentality to have easy games, and we don't do that. So, no easy games. Of course, this is going to be difficult. They're going to be up for it. They've lost their first 2 games, like I said, without scoring a goal, and Adama Traore has spawned big chances in both games. So they're going to come into this game with the tails up, of course, knowing that if they can do what Southampton did to us, which is ride out the first few minutes and then just coast through for the rest of the time. Yeah, I think they definitely know that they could get a chance against us and get something against us. They actually have been a bogey team for us for a long time. Of course, we beat them twice last season. I think the first two wins we've had against them since they came back in the Premier League were those games. So yeah, they are a bit of a bogey team for us. Of course, Raul Jimenez missed both games last season due to that injury he suffered at Arsenal earlier in the year, and so he's back for them. Of course, he played the first 2 games of the season, didn't score a goal, but came close in the second game, of course, and we'll see what he can do. Of course, it's going to be difficult because yeah, he's a good striker, quality striker, and of course, Traore is going to want to make sure he doesn't make it 3 games in a row where he gets a big chance and doesn't take it. So hopefully, he doesn't get a big chance against us because he might take it. Yeah, they got some quality players on their team, and I don't know if Podence has played for them. Yeah, of course they have Trincao, who just came into the team from Barcelona on loan. And yeah, they got some quality players that can actually do some damage. And like I said, they've only lost 1-0 in both games, so they're going to be off for this game. Definitely not wanting to make it a trifecta of losses. So Manchester United definitely have to start good. They have to start smart. They have to be intelligent the way they play. They have to play with intensity, integrity, and of course intelligence. Shout out to you, Kurt Angle. But yeah, let's get into it. So obviously, not much to say really, because that I haven't said about Manchester United, the disappointments of last week, and of course the record that we are chasing. That is the subplot of the game. Of course, the real plot is making sure that we keep on track with Liverpool and Chelsea, who are the leading teams. Of course, West Ham up there as well as Spurs and Brighton, like I said earlier. But Liverpool and Chelsea are the big ones right in front of us, and making sure that we keep City at arm's length. Of course, City should be ahead of us by that time because they will be playing Arsenal in the first game of the weekend, so they should be already ahead of us by 2 points by that time. But yeah, we got a chance to go back ahead of them because we are at one point ahead of them after the first 2 weeks. So we'll see how that goes. The only thing I have to talk about in this one, because I just decided to make a short video on this because I got a lot of videos coming out this week for Champions League predictions and Champions League preview, and I just forgot the Carabao Cup round 3. They are doing their what's it called, their draw today. So I will be coming up with some, I don't know about predictions, but I will be coming up with a reaction to the draw. Of course, Manchester United should be in round 3, I'm sure of that. So I will be coming up with a reaction on who we're going to be facing and seeing just if there are any big red letter ties to see who, if there are any big games going on in round 3. Just reacting to the big teams and seeing who they have to play. We'll see if Arsenal can make it through because I think they play against West Brom tonight. We'll see if they can also get through. At the point, probably by the time I'm releasing this uploading this video, it probably would already have been decided. But right now, it hasn't been decided because they haven't played it yet. So we'll see. We'll see what teams can do to get in. Yeah, I'll be looking at the draws for that as well, doing reactions to the Champions League draw, which happens on Thursday as well. Probably we'll be releasing this video on Thursday, so it would be on the same day as the video. But right now, it's Wednesday for me, so it is what it is. And yeah. So the last thing to talk about in this one is Ollie has to pick the right team, of course, and this is my. So it's tough because I'm not gonna go on predicting the lineup because I don't know. I guess I could do a predictor lineup, but I am going to be talking about first my lineup, the lineup I want to see, and that is obviously David De Gea in goal because he's our number 1, and it says so on the shirt, and that's just how it is. That saving it off Armstrong. There it is. That's all you need to know about David De Gea, and yeah, he's our number 1. Wan-Bissaka on the right, right back, left back Luke Shaw, of course, no question about that. And then in center back position, do it, Ollie. Stop being a coward for once in your life and do it. Of course, Harry Maguire and Raphael Varane. Get them in the team. I say get them back in the team like they've been in the team before. Get them in the team and let's see it going. Get enough out of that team. Stop being ridiculous. And yeah, let's start the season now. The season starts now. Let's go. So yeah, Maguire. David De Gea in goal. Wan-Bissaka on the right. Sean left back. Maguire left center back and right center back, of course, the man making his Manchester United debut, the World Cup winner, the 4-time Champions League winner, I think the 2-time Spanish La Liga winner as well, Raphael Varane. Let's see it. Let's do it. And then in midfield, I wouldn't go with Matic just because he was that tragic. I know he didn't have the right partner in Fred, but I wouldn't go with Matic. And what I would go with is Donny van de Beek. I would go with Donny van de Beek in that midfield as our number 8 because I know he doesn't like playing Pogba there. But I would go with Donny van de Beek, and I would go with this is a tough one, but McTominay. Since he was fit enough to be on the bench and was fit enough to actually come on ahead of Van de Beek, even though we needed a player like Van de Beek ahead of someone like McTominay. Whatever, since he was fit enough to come on, then he's fit enough to start the next game, of course. And I'll have Van de Beek and Scott McTominay. Of course, I'd rather have Matic. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you know what? He was tragic in that game, but I will have Matic and Van de Beek because that was the team that got us that was the midfield that got us the result back at the end of last season when we did play them. So yeah, I am going to go with that tried and tested. Of course, they played also as well against Everton as well, and they were really good as well. So I'm going to go with Matic and Donny van de Beek in center midfield. Of course, with Matic being the number 6 and Van de Beek being the number 8. And on the left, we'll go with Paul Pogba just because he's got 5 assists, and you don't want to change that. Why would you want to change that? There's no need to change that, so we're not going to change that. And center attacking mid, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, number 18, Bruno Fernandes, of course, off the hat trick on the first game. Didn't really do much in the second game. Wasn't terrible either. I gave him an average 6 because he was an average 6. And yeah. He's our number 10, and then on the right again as well, same thing with Raphael Varane. Let's see it, Ollie. You've been complaining about you don't have no players, you haven't got players. That's why you've been putting out terrible results and terrible decision making for the past however many months you've been in charge of this team. Yeah, so do it. Let's see Sancho on the right. No Dan Jameson, no Greenwood on the right for whatever reason. I don't know why you take him out of the position that. He played so well the first game. So yeah, Sancho on the right as well, and then a striker, You know what I already said. I just said it. I don't know why he took him out. I don't know why he put Martial in. Martial is somebody we need to ease back into the team because of how bad last season was for him, how much of confidence damper that was. So we need to ease him back into the team. We don't need to be putting him in, chucking him into away games like nobody's business and like he's ready to go, because he's not ready to go. We need to ease him back into the team. Greenwood is not somebody we need to ease back in the team. He showed up before everybody else. He's got so much fitness, so much match fitness. He's ready to go. He was amazing against Leeds. He was really good against Southampton. Not to mention he rescued the point, even though he got shifted out of his position for no reason at all. But yeah, Greenwood starts up top. So just a recap of the starting 11: David De Gea in goal, Maguire and Varane as centre backs, left back Luke Shaw, right back Aaron Wan-Bissaka, in midfield Nemanja Matic and Donny van der Beek, our two midfielders. Pogba on the left of attack, Bruno Fernandes as number 10. On the right side of attack, Jadon Sancho and Mason Greenwood up top. That's what I would go with. What I think he will go with is, of course, David De Gea and Maguire and Lindelof, because somehow the 4-time Champions League winner and the World Cup winner Rafael Varane is still not ready to go. He still needs to learn the ways of the Premier League, even though Lindelof has been here for how many years and doesn't seem to have learned anything from playing every single game. So, yeah, he's going to go with Lindelof. Of course he is. There's no question about it. I mean, hopefully there is a question about it, but yeah, I see him going with Lindelof because that's just the kind of manager that he is. And Wan-Bissaka and Shaw, that they're locked in, so yeah, we don't really have any better options anyway, so he's definitely going to go with them. They're his favorites anyway. I see him going with them. And yeah, he'll go with Fred and McTominay because that's just the kind of manager he is. Fred and McTominay going to be midfield. And yeah, of course, Pogba on the left. Bruno on the right, Bruno as number 10 rather. On the right, he probably go with Greenwood still, and then he might, I don't know if Cavani's going to be back or anything, he might go with Martial up top as well. So he just probably go with the same team that he went with against Southampton, but then swap Matic for McTominay because yeah, that's probably what he's going to go with. That's what we had last season, and I don't see him changing it. I don't have any trust in this manager, honestly. Yeah, it is what it is. Whatever, you know. Like I said last week, all he knows best until he proves otherwise. He proved to me that he doesn't know best last week, and you know, it is what it is. I hate to sound, I hate to not show up and not be like I was on the review of, if you remember week 1 when I was so excited about Manchester United's prospects. Of course, I was kind of joking for most of that, but I hate to not be like that and not be optimistic and not be like, even if it's like false bravado or anything. I hate to not have that feeling and be able to project that out, but I can't lie. I'm not really optimistic about this manager. That's just how it is. But yeah, for this game, even if he goes with the team that I believe he's gonna go with, my prediction still the same anyway. I still predict that a 2-1 victory for United, the same repeat of the last game of last season. 2-1 victory for Man United. I'm gonna go with, and whatever. I'm not gonna predict who is gonna score, but yeah, that's 2-1 Man United. And yeah, I'm gonna be out now because I kind of feel sad thinking about the fact that we still have this manager. It kind of makes me sad, but I'm gonna go now. I promise I'll try to be more optimistic in the next video, which is the prediction for the Premier League weekend fixtures. I'm going to be doing that early this week because of the Champions League content I got coming out, and of course the Carabao Cup draw coming out as well. So I got a lot of stuff going on Friday, on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'm going to do it. I'm uploading this. I'm recording this a little bit earlier than I would usually do because of all this things going on. So yeah, thank you for watching. Support your boy. Make me feel better about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being Manchester manager. Comment down below if you're like an Arsenal fan or somebody, or a Chelsea fan. Well, not an Arsenal fan. You can't make fun of us. But if you're another team's fan and you want to make fun or something, or you think it's funny, or you think it's sad, or you want to console me or whatever, comment down below. Let me know how you feel about it. And if you're a United fan and you love Ole, comment down below as well. Everybody's opinion is welcome here. I'm not gonna disrespect somebody else for their opinion, even though I do feel like you're probably wrong because he hasn't proven to us that he deserves to be a manager. But I'm still gonna welcome your opinion, and like, share, and subscribe. Of course, support your boy. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna be out before 15 minutes, and peace.